Good afternoon. This is Brian Kuzmar with Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals for our early Monday morning, early afternoon precious metals update for December 4th, 2020. Anyways, weather's looking really nice out here. We're getting our cool weather back. A little overcast today, and it looks like a little bit of wave out there. Not quite surfable, but something tells me the fishing, probably the sailfish, are probably biting really good. They kind of like these conditions. Anyways, not here to give a surf or a fishing report. Let's move along to markets, which are very healthy, just like this young lady. Man, things are looking good. Despite the fact that we got monkey hammered last week, we recovered quite nicely. I mean, it's like steady as she goes at this point. Though, you never know. There's kind of little black swan events and things that could happen that could knock precious metals down. But if you've been listening to my reports for a while, I think we're kind of out of the woods until Christmas comes here and the New Year comes here, which I kind of fully expect to see unless the gold and silver markets are flying. And even then, I still expect to see gold and silver and platinum markets, or maybe not so much platinum. Platinum's been doing well, but gold and silver markets getting hammered a couple days before Christmas, when things start to slow down in the markets. And again, if you watch the markets, and if they do it like they always do it or normally do it, you will see them hit it between 4 a.m. and the opening in New York at 8:20 or whatever time New York opens at. You'll see it happen between then, before New York even opens. That's the standard procedure for them spoofing gold and silver markets. And it's such a small market, and they can obviously get away legally with doing it with nothing more than a slap on the wrist. But I fully suspect that we see it all the holidays, that we'll see it again. So it might provide a good opportunity to buy the dip in this bull market that we're in. Meanwhile, let me move in. That cool little tattoo there, steady as she goes. Anyways, I don't need any tattoos. Golden advice, bet against the experts. I like this article, and I want you to read this. I'm going to start giving you some homework here, rather than turning my videos into 20-minute videos and me reading the entire article to you. I think it's really important, or not the entire, but parts of it. I think it's more important for you to take a moment, pause the video, like right now, and read this. And you'll kind of be, and then, restart my video, open another page and read this. Anyway, it's done by Gold Switzerland, and I don't mind showing you other sellers and other people that are trying to sell precious metals. I don't mind showing you their page. Because when it comes to physical gold and silver, I can pretty much beat anybody out there. I don't have the expenses. I keep my expenses real tight, so I don't have the expenses all these big people and all these big online sellers and all the big dealers have. I can work on a much lower profit margin, and we do. Anyways, great article by Matthew, I think it's Piepenburg, it sounds like, Piepenburg. Anyways, gold advice, bet against the experts. I liked a few things he said in here, particularly this: successful gold investing is no exception to the contrarian pattern of standing apart. As of today, precious metals make up only 0.5% of total financial assets, and I've been telling you for a long time it was less than 1%. I mean, we are such a small marketplace, and again, easily manipulated by one or two big players, but all markets are manipulated. Easier to get caught in our market too, probably. But by simply owning precious metals, one is already among a minority, and that's true. But is this a wise minority? And he kind of goes into a couple things. Again, I don't want to read the whole article. Contrary investors in gold, in fact, have been enjoying an undeniable run of price appreciation, and yes, we have. Gold has dramatically, and this is a little iffy, gold has dramatically outperformed stocks this century, gaining about 555% versus a 79% gain for MSCI All-County World Index of Stocks, or the 140%. And this is very true, I'm sure, but what problem with this, and the stock people do it, and the crypto people do it, and they cherry pick data from this time to this time. And again, most all assets have their shining moments, so if you cherry pick the times of the data, you can really make things look good. But, I can't not argue that gold and silver and platinum have just gone up over the years. I mean, if you buried 1 ounce of gold in your yard, again, Peter Schiff said this the other day in a report that we were looking at. If you buried 1 ounce of gold in your yard 2 years ago, 10 years ago, 100 years ago, and you buried the same amount of money it took to buy that ounce of gold next to that gold coin, which would buy more? Well, it's pretty damn obvious gold would buy more than the dollars. And more or less, if you buried Gold's like around 1840 this morning, 1845. If you buried 1,845 $1 bills in a can in your yard, and you buried the gold ounce, which is that price, and 5 years from now you undug both of them, which would be worth more? Well, we can say it: gold, 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 gold. But again, the bullshit with the dollars is they say, well, you got to adjust it for inflation, or I thought we didn't have inflation. Anyways, let me move along here. Do pause this video right now and type in golden advice, bet against the experts. Read this yourself. Again, my whole goal here is to teach you what to do, not to lead you. I want to teach you this stuff. Let me move along to the next article. And I brought this up for a reason. I am not a big fan of people, graphs and chartists. For some reason, I mean, I like charts and graphs. I think they're wonderful to show you the past. But I haven't found very many people that are chart reading. They all claim, oh, well, I can read by the charts that gold's going to be up or down or this, but they never do. They always give you like, well, it could be up 50 or it could be down 50. Well, I can do that myself. So can you. But the charts aren't good at predicting futures. They don't seem to be. Again, I don't want that to. That's kind of a sweeping statement, but really, I've not found any chartists that have been accurate to any lengthy degree. Otherwise, most of them would be billionaires by now. But I do find charts extremely useful for looking at our past, and I think that's what they are good for. So anyway, this gentleman says gold V-shaped reversal, but still bearish. I don't really see it, but that's possible. I don't see the reason for being bearish at this point. I think if you confuse monkey hammering and manipulation with market conditions, then you might be confused and you might think that you're in a bear market. But, the simple fact of it is it got fucking monkey hammered. It got last week. That's the only reason, in the last month or so. It's the only reason it's down. But anyways, it won't stay down that long. Think of what I just told you about burying $1,845 in $1 bills and gold. Any time of history, even today, you'll find out that gold always wins. But here's I just wanted to show you my opinion on graphs and what I think they're good for. Again, I think they're great for showing you where you've been, but I don't think they're great for showing you where you're going to go. That's just my opinion. So let's move on to precious metals markets here real quick. And we are up again. That's what I was saying. The market looks healthy, like that healthy young lady at the beginning of my video here. And it is steady as she goes. It was a little bit higher when I looked at it originally. It was 1845, but apparently it looks like we have seen 1848. And 1836 is the low. So it was hovering around 1840, 1839 yesterday. It's up. It was up about $5 or $8 today. Silver's holding on to that 24 level, and it's up a little bit too. So again, as I said, steady as she goes. Platinum, I failed to mention platinum for the last couple days. I mean, it's just completely decoupled from gold and silver. It's just doing its own damn thing. I guess I really have to research a little bit about this since I've been bragging about how cheap platinum is and how undervalued it is. It's finally making a good run. It's decoupled from gold and silver. It really is not following them at all, which is very strange. It's making its own path. So maybe what that is it's just... I don't know. I'm rather confused about it, and I'm going to go do a little research on it. And if you know anything, post it in comments, or post some links in comments. I'll read those too. And palladium, don't talk about it because I never get asked about it, so I'm going to ignore it. Anyways, I kind of suspect that this is what we're going to see, and again, until right before the holidays, where I suspect it may get monkey hammered again, but not for long, just during the holidays while they have the ammunition to do it when no one's trading in the morning. Let's take a look at here. I think we're going to be about the same, maybe up $5 or $10 tomorrow. I can't see any huge jumps, but I think we're going to see our 1850 to 1900 level for the rest of the month until we get to the holiday seasons, where it could very well get monkey hammered. After that, all bets are off. I think prices are going to go up substantially for precious metals. And again, that's just my opinion. What are the best deals out there right now? Best deals out of all the popular products. Note, I say popular. What I mean by popular is the products that are readily available, are still being made by mints, across the world and are popular. Krugerrands are probably the best deal out there. I'm showing you a 1/10 just because this was a pretty picture, but 1-ounce Krugerrands are still the best deal out there across the world. They're readily available. It's a great product, and the premiums are the cheapest out of all the popular products that I can find. Are there some other products out there? Yeah, that are a little bit cheaper. And definitely ask your local coin shop. Remember I said shop local, keep your money local, try to avoid buying online. But with that said, ask your local coin dealer, and if you live in my neighborhood, you can ask us anytime if there's some better deals than Krugerrands, and we'll always tell you. But when I say what the best deal is right now, I'm just kind of referring to what's readily available out there that any coin shop can get or should have, and that would be Krugerrands. Some of the products that we get in that you may come in and get from us cheaper than a Krugerrand are not readily available. They just happen to walk in when customers sell them to us or other dealers sell them to us, and we sell them back to you. But it's not like we can go out and order 100 of them or 10 of them or anything like that. Let me move along to silver real quick here. Best deal out there, still the ugliest shit out there, which is 90% U.S. coin. But you know, it may be ugly, but it has provenance. It is made by the U.S. Mint. You can't get much better than that. This stuff is made by the same people that make our money today, our dimes, quarters, and halves. And they make our dollar bills. It's made, well, not dollar bills. That's made by the Treasury, but it's made by the U.S. Mint, the same people that make U.S. Silver Eagles. This stuff is 90% fine, and this is old school silver investments. Before silver bars were really readily available to the private individuals and 1-ounce silver coins and that kind of thing. This is what we traded in the 70s and 80s. It was called 90% junk U.S. bags. Very prevalent, great frickin' deal. You can still get it probably 75 cents to $1.50 over spot, depending on the quantity that you're buying. Again, call us anytime. We can give you prices on that stuff. As I said, if you live in our neighborhood, come by. We sell these products. And if you don't live in our neighborhood and you're watching from far away, check, and again, do local business if you can. Find a local coin dealer and precious metals dealer. And if they've been around for a while, deal with them. Even if they're a tiny bit more, keep the money local. And if you can't find anyone, give me a call, and I'll try to locate someone in a city near you, a big city near you. Happy to do that. And that's really about it. This is Brian Kuzmar with Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals in beautiful Lauderdale by the Sea. Had to take a sip of coffee there. Sorry about that. My throat got dry if I sounded funny. We're open 10 to 4, Mondays through Fridays. And again, call us anytime at 954-493-8811 between the hours of 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Mondays through Fridays to ask us what the best deals are or any other questions you may have, and or simply just to find out what the spot gold price is. Happy to tell you, and happy to show you how to find spot gold prices on your own. In fact, if you go back to some of my older videos, I have a video on teaching you how to find an accurate spot price. And when I mean an accurate spot price, a spot price that's not on the page of someone that's trying to sell you something. Remember, when you go to some of these online sellers and they're selling you something, they have different spot prices than what, you know, they might be a little bit higher than what they actually are. I'm not quite sure how they're figuring, but if you open up a few different the pages, you'll see that they have different spot prices, and you might find that odd. Anyway, I have a good video on that. Make sure you check out our other videos. I've got quite a few of them up there. And make sure you like and hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate you watching. Thanks, and if there's anything important that happens today, I'll do an update during the afternoon. If not, I'll talk to you tomorrow, and have a great day. Thanks.